Hi, it's Karen W. from Kitchener Public Library with the Red Maple nominated book review of Broken Strings by Eric Walters and Kathy Kacer. This is more than a play. This is about lives that were lived, lives like my mother's. When we say the lines, when we play the music, when we sing the songs, we are remembering them. Shirley loves her Bubby and her Zadie, her grandmother and her grandfather. They have been a constant in her life. They babysat her when she was a child, and when her busy mother, the doctor, and her father, the busy accountant in the city, had to stay at work. Shirley would hang out in Bubby and Zadie's apartment after school, doing schoolwork and feeling at home. It is February 2002, about 5 months after 9/11 and the attack on the Twin Towers of New York City. Shirley goes to high school in New Jersey. She remembers vividly the day of the terrorist attack. She and the others went to the river shore to look across at Manhattan. They were overwhelmed. Things in Shirley's life are different now, somehow tenser. Security's hired the high school. People worry more. It's just different. And this year, Shirley's high school is going to put on a musical, The Fiddler on the Roof. With her incredible singing voice, she gets it from her father. Zadie and Bubby's son, don't you know? Shirley is sure for a part. In fact, she wants the lead, but her arch rival Mindy is also up for a part. And even though Mindy's voice is not as good as Shirley's, Mindy is a senior, so Ms. Ramsey, the teacher in charge of the production, may just have to choose Mindy over her. And then there is Ben. Senior football player, good-looking guy that he is. Shirley blushes whenever he's around, so her best friend Natasha makes sure she calls him over whenever she can. He has just broken up with his girlfriend, you know. Shirley knows she doesn't stand a chance, but if he's in the production, maybe she will get to spend a little time with him. So all that is going on in her life. Shirley finds she has less time for her Zadie, although she still tries to drop in once a week with groceries. She knows that he is lonely without her Bubby who died from cancer. His pain is palpable whenever she or her parents see him. And when she does go to visit, she senses Bubby all around, so her brings her some sadness too. Still, she decides that now she's going to be part of the musical. She will ask Zadie if he has any old clothes or props that the production can borrow, something positive to look forward. She also hopes that although he has never seen her perform before, perhaps with this play, Zadie might finally see her sing. So this visit starts as any other, the two teasing each other about his grocery order. Zadie agrees that Shirley can go up into the attic to look for what she needs. In fact, Shirley finds it a little scary, getting up into that dusty old attic with narrow stairs that you have to pull down in order to go up. And as she goes up, Shirley wonders how her Zadie ever made it upstairs into the dusty old attic to put away things in the first place. Maybe her father is right, and Zadie should move. However scary it is, right away she finds some perfect pieces. Tables and chairs that could be made to look like they are really old. But when she spots an old-looking trunk, she begins to feel a shiver of anticipation. Inside, she finds her Bubby's old clothes, perfect for the production, full of happy memories, and underneath, Zadie's coats and jackets, also a perfect match. It will be what she finds underneath that will open up a window into the past, a past that Zadie has told no one about, a secret that links him to Shirley in the present and will weave a thread through her Fiddler on the Roof production, making connections to what is happening in the world around her and at home. And when Shirley brings her discovery to him, she can feel the strong emotions coming from her beloved Zadie, knowing she is going to have to tread extra carefully to have him reveal the whole truth. Broken Strings by Eric Walters and Kathy Kacer is a story about honoring the past and ensuring it informs the present, as well as a heartwarming story about family, love, and loss. This is Karen W. from Kitchener Public Library, and thanks for listening.